Hey Dan, welcome back to the show.
Hello.
So how's it feel to be back?
Feels like I never left.
Good. So where we last left off, we were talking about aliens, and due to unknown events, sorry, I
He
see you
thinks
can't.
it's aliens.
Yeah, aliens took out our radio show broadcast. So for our listeners out there, what is your policy on aliens? What do you think? Are they real? Are they fake? Are they demons?
Aren't aliens and demons two different things?
Well-
Aren't demons more mythological and aliens more extraterrestrial? And the fact that just by sheer numbers, there should be life on other planets.
Well, speaking of which, one theory says that aliens are actually like demons, like it's all religious. So when you see a gray alien, that's actually a demon. Like that's how it all works with ancient aliens. They're trying to use Project Blue Screen or something to create aliens who are actually demons. Another theory you said about the sheer numbers. What do you mean the sheer numbers?
Well, in mathematics, the laws of probability state that just by the sheer number of planets out there, there has to be at least one planet or at least one other solar system that's capable of sustaining life.
But-
And wouldn't life on other planets be what we define as an extraterrestrial alien?
Are you talking about microbes or ETs?
Sorry, what was the last one?
Are you talking about microbe organisms or ETs, like biological organisms that can
I'm
walk?
actually talking about both because just by sheer number, the universe is big and it is expanding, and with every new solar system that's formed, every new planet that could be formed, there are some odds out there that there's at least one other planet out there that could potentially sustain life, both microorganism and sentient.
But speaking of mathematically, out of all of the universe that we can see, all of the visible universe, we should have found something.
Right.
That's what it says mathematically, but we haven't found something.
Well, think about our space programs. Think about all the strides we've made in terms of trying to reach contact with other life. And then you look at what the closest galaxy there is, the Andromeda Galaxy. That life in other galaxies could be possible, but it may be that we haven't found a way to make contact, or we haven't found a way to sort of bridge the distance between the Milky Way galaxy and other galaxies, or even within another solar system within the same galaxy, because galaxies are big, galaxies are big, the universe is big, and even if we found something, how do we know? Even if we were to find something, say, 3 million light years away, if everything was traveling back at the speed of light, wouldn't that mean it would take 3.5 million years for us to actually get confirmation that there is life on another planet?
That is a good point, because we sometimes forget that we're looking back in the past when we look at the stars, that if we got there instantaneously, that's not what it would look like.
I think this would be the part after we speak that the guy from the Thomas Dolby song would just come out and say, "Science!"
Science.
Why is that not a soundbite?
I haven't made it one yet. I'll include it in later.
Science!
I just think it's kind of cool. Like you think there should be some unwritten law that anytime someone says something scientific or mathematic related and actually makes some sense in terms of that logic, that there should just be out of nowhere a sound effect that just makes sense.
Science!
Did you just say mathematical?
Mathematical!
Adventure time right there.
Mathematical.
Alright. So that's 2 sound bites we're going to include in. But speaking of which, there's also another theory I have out there. What if all of the aliens are snubbing us?
Snubby nuts.
Like they created a giant embargo because they don't want anyone to see the humans because we're crazy or something.
They don't want to see us because we're crazy.
I mean, look at how we treated even ourselves. We're very self-destructive as a species.
So we try to ignore it, hoping it would go away.
No, they try to ignore us. Like, okay, we're snubbing you. Don't talk to us.
So the thought is we're ignoring it in the hope they're ignoring us in the hopes that we just go away. Isn't that what we tried with Jersey Shore?
Jersey Shore.
We just kind of ignored it, hoping it would go away after a while, and then eventually it did.
Oh, so maybe their plan's working. Or maybe we will get interstellar travel and they'll be like, dang it. But then when we do see aliens, are we going to call them out on it? Like, you knew we were here. Why didn't you say something?
Well, think about it. Maybe the other planet, maybe if there is a life on other planets, that maybe they're as afraid of us as we are potentially afraid of them. Because of them, we are in there.
Yeah, but we're on our own world. We haven't got the capabilities to get to their world yet. We would have to steal their stuff to get to their world.
Right, but think about it. If we found a way to make it onto their planet, if there was aliens out there, would that make us technically aliens because we're coming to a foreign planet?
Area 51, they made this whole movie about that.
I can breathe. I can't breathe.
It's pretty cool, though.
That's kind of cool.
So one final question. Have you heard anything about a breakaway civilization? That there's a majority, like, a minority of people that are already up in the space and we're already colonizing planets, and we're left in the dark down here on Earth.
Didn't they try something like that last year, where they had where they were trying to put people on a spaceship to another
Mars, right? Yeah.
You had some people sign up, and there's no definite chance of them coming back.
But you see, the issue with that is we know about it. I'm talking about we don't know about it. Like, think about how they're 20 years ahead of us in the government, maybe even 100 years. Wouldn't it be more feasibly sound for them to make a breakaway civilization and say heck to the rest of the people who are on Earth?
Well, here's the thing. Are you willing to break away from society? Break away from civilization, your loved ones, the things you care about, the things you see every day that you actually like to see? Because when you do a breakaway civilization, you're basically saying there's a good chance you're not coming back to the original civilization. So it's more like, are you willing to kind of live without that? Are you willing to kind of leave everything behind and go off to parts unknown, and without 100% chance that you're coming back? That's what we did historically that's what we've done, but
Not just historically. Look at Planet of the Apes, when Charles Heston went into the future.
I was going to go with when other countries tried to colonize other countries, and
Oh, because we can't go back then.
yeah, isn't that how we kind of got here?
Yeah.
It's just thinking that some people are willing to do it. Some people were willing to do it, all the way back then. And there was a strong chance that they were not going to be able to return to their home country. At the same time, I don't think anybody would have... Do you think anybody would want to do that on a sort of... I guess it's kind of what we're going to say now, cosmic scale? Because it's not that you're leaving your home country. You're leaving your home planet.
But as I was saying with Planet of the Apes, that's what Charlton Heston did, and he left because there was nothing to hold him back. So basically, what if you have no loved ones anymore? There's nothing to hold you there.
It's still up to you. Sometimes it's not even your loved ones. It's just fear of the unknown. Fear that the people who are in charge are not 100% sure of the success of this mission, but at the same time, we have to still try. That being said, are you willing to... It really comes down to, I guess, the person. If they're willing to break away from civilization and be okay with it, then, that's up to them. But I can't really make decisions or choices based off someone else, so...
All right, Dan, thank you for calling in. Is there any shout-outs you want to give or any last thoughts before we leave?
Just want to say thanks for doing this again. Thanks for calling me about it. Oh, and if there are aliens out there, please don't lay eggs in my stomach.
Thanks for calling in, Dan.
Zoom! See ya.
See ya.